Real quickly, this is Yossi Goldlust. He's the Vice President of Business Development at Zibaba. I just sort of gave your title and your name for you, but give a quick elevator pitch on who you are, what you guys are doing, and we'll dive right into what Zibaba's all about, Yossi.
Okay, Jed. So Zibaba helps small businesses acquire and retain customers by offering them everything that they need for Facebook and mobile.
So that sounds really simple, right? You're only solving the social mobile problem for all of SMBs across all advertising and marketing platforms. Simple challenge to take on, right?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
No biggie.
So I wanted to start right there because when I look at Zibaba's identity and when I first met you guys and first thought about you guys, my initial impression was, all right, social commerce platform, right? Trying to put storefronts and commerce within Facebook directly integrated, allow that SMB to set up that presence, sell directly there. We'll get into the merits and some of the questions of that momentarily, but you were wise to level set me and go, we're a much bigger platform play than just social commerce. It's an element, it's not the whole thing. So give sort of a broader scope perspective on the big SMB problem that you're solving here.
So the big problem is that SMBs want to use social and mobile. And social here, by the way, means Facebook as far as we're concerned. Mm-hmm. No disrespect to other types of social media. We just see the biggest opportunity short term, especially for 2013, right, with Facebook. And so you're getting people who are saying, yes, I want to do this. Okay, what's next? What exactly do we do? And there are a lot of great options out there for using Facebook and for mobile as well that don't necessarily play well together. And people have already been touching on this today. Mm-hmm. They've touched on it at previous shows where the fragmentation in terms of different products and different ways to use Facebook, it's overwhelming. It's not, when you as a business owner, you want something that works and something that's simple.
Yeah, and you'll hear Dan Levy on Thursday from Facebook talk about just how much iteration in the local space is happening by the big blue Zuckerberg, as I like to call them. And if you look at Facebook as a platform here, right, and like our LCM data shows that 52% of SMBs are on Facebook. So when we talk about core local advertising, marketing, presence, utilities, social is now one of them, and here social and Facebook are one and the same. You guys are not going for a single-point solution on Facebook or even a two-point solution on Facebook, whereas some marketplace providers we've heard today and others we may hear about later in the show or read in the marketplace are doing one or two things. They may just focus on presence. They may just focus on content. You guys are not doing a single-point solution. You're doing a full, holistic Facebook platform. Explain that decision.
So really simple. A lot of different businesses do a lot of different activities as part of their marketing or their selling. Mm-hmm. And as you succeed in one area, inevitably there's an additional need. So very simple, say e-commerce and advertising. Mm-hmm. If you sell things online, you also want to find ways to promote it. Mm-hmm. That also then leads into a greater concept here of developing a sort of loyalty or rewards marketing, mm-hmm, where you're finding your best customers and rewarding them for being great customers by giving them reasons to keep coming back. And that's usually in the forms of some kind of daily dealer coupon. And then, in turn, you turn them into evangelists for whatever you have.
Right. Let's talk about one of your best customers and then how they're reaching their best customers through Facebook and through the Zibaba platform.
Sure.
And we want to do the next 3 or 4 minutes through the prism of a case study of an actual real business in your neighborhood and how you're empowering them. So let's start with the business itself, give a quick background thumbnail on that business, and then let's start with the core, and that is page management.
Okay, sure. So the business is Cocoon Urban Day Spa. They're located in San Francisco on 1st Street, right off of Folsom. If you're in the neighborhood, we recommend dropping by. You can tell them that we sent you. They'll be very happy. And Cocoon is owned by Sarah Redmond. She is really the American dream in the sense that she immigrated from Ireland to the United States. She had heard that there were really great opportunities in the States, and she built her own business. And she really has all the qualities that we admire and praise small business for. She's entrepreneurial, she's ambitious, and she has a sense of community that she's cultivating. And Sarah does not like Facebook. She told me when I first met her that she has other things to do, and she recognizes the value of Facebook. People spend a lot of time on Facebook. She also recognizes how trusted sources in your social network can be very powerful from a referral perspective.
Yeah.
When people you know are using a business's services or products, that can be just as effective as being found in Google.
Okay, let's talk about this. We've got to blaze through this. So we've got about 30 seconds on each of these platform capabilities. Let's start with page management, where it all starts for this day spa.
Okay, so here we're lowering the barrier to entry. Make it really simple. Not a technical person. She has no technical staff. Boom. She can immediately put up a page on Facebook that is also ready for smartphones, and it will stay synchronized.
Okay. Next. Offers. Now, this offers category leads into commerce, which leads us into storefronts, which we'll get to. But here, deals, coupons, elaborate on the functionality there.
So there, one of the ways that Sarah is taking advantage of the power of referrals is by publishing these offers on Facebook, both on the desktop and in mobile versions that are synchronized. And what she's getting is a way to really promote the business where people click like to claim the offer. That goes into their news feeds. If you remember from last conference, Fred Wong from Facebook was talking about 40% of the time people spend on Facebook is in the news feeds. This is very powerful. Engagement rates are 40 to 150 times the amount, yes, I said
X, that. 40 to 150X?
Yes, 40 to 150X in terms of interacting with that part of the page. So here, this is kind of her guerrilla marketing, where she's getting the word out to people about what's happening.
All right, storefront. Let's talk about this. I want to ask you a why question on this, and you've only got 30 seconds, so good luck. But on the storefront idea, I want to ask why this works for an SMB like her. When I read that JCPenney and GameStop have shut down their Facebook storefronts, why does it work for Sarah at Cocoon Day Spa?
Because it fits in with the whole experience of being a customer. She offers products from different local San Francisco businesses, like jewelers, or skincare products, or hats by the Gurin brothers, that it makes sense for a day of pampering to, at the end of that, go pick something up nice for yourself.
Yeah.
And she's doing the same thing here, and she's using the power of social referrals, where you see your friend clicked an I want or an I own button that highlights this. That gets the wheels turning.
That's for our next conversation, the open graph actions and the verbs on there.
Sure.
Or maybe some people can corner you outside and ask about that functionality. And finally, the one-click ad serving, the paid part of the earned, owned, paid media continuum here that Facebook facilitates. Very quickly, how do you guys facilitate these ad campaigns, especially on mobile, where there's so much sort of consternation and interest about how that can work for Facebook on the mobile platform?
So it all goes back to synchronizing what happens on the desktop and mobile. As you create for the desktop, we will automatically create for mobile. And it works because, especially with mobile, you have a large ad unit. The click-through rates are very high. And this is the time to really take advantage of it.
Yeah. Yossi, well done. Round of applause for Yossi Goldlust from Zibaba. You'll be outside, I assume? People can find you and learn more?
Absolutely.
And also in the deck you'll get is a link to the case study about this day spa. So lots more you can dig into there. Well done.
Thanks, Judd.